Okay, he coming outside now. Let me walk him back. Hey, I was on college. You ever talk to your lawyer? I was trying to.
We already got that in motion.
Yeah, cause ain't nobody never come bring me an offer no price and then come buy it back and then. So I was just trying to see like with the offer. They ain't nobody coming to offer yet. So I was just trying to see, cause I ain't gonna stop doing what I'm doing with the land to cause this is a business. I don't own it. The business own the land though. So you really fighting with a different entity.
I mean, I took your advice. You said let them hash it out.
Right.
So
That what that.
I took your advice. I said, well, my lawyer right now, they're already digging into it.
Oh, well, that's good. Then well, I'm just gonna proceed with the land though, cause right now ain't nobody made me no offer to
Now, let me stop you there. I've already had the law enforcement out here.
I ain't worried about the law enforcement. I don't stand under their law.
Okay, listen to what I'm saying. They've already checked into it. The court already deemed all of this mine. It's still under my name.
Well, I'm just saying though, the people who sold me this land right here. So what I'm saying is they sold my business this land. You had to go talk to those people about selling my business that land though, because my business bought that land, and you ain't even got to talk to me. Though I'm saying though, I'm supposed to work for my business. So by me working for my business, I'm supposed to proceed though, and then. If this y'all land though, that means y'all had to reimburse me for everything that I spent into the land though, so I still get my money though. So I don't supposed to stop doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like y'all supposed to bring me the legal work and the paperwork to show that I don't supposed to be doing this, cause that's what I'm looking for. That I don't supposed to be on my land. Like.
Well, okay. Well, tell you what. Let's let somebody else talk to us.
I mean, if you don't mind me asking, who is you calling? I mean, who is you thinking that we need to talk to? Cause it ain't nobody owner of this land or a lawyer or
Well, what
factual.
my thing is, so that you and I don't have a confrontation.
Right. We ain't had no conversation cause really I'm just speaking up for my business. I'm the owner of the business, but the business own this land though. Like so like
I got
you
what you're saying.
you ain't got no you hollering at me cause I'm speaking up for the entity right now. That's the reason why you hollering at me cause I'm speaking up for the entity that own this land right here. Like, but it's business owned though. This is a business. That's why I'm proceeding with my business though, cause it's not no I want to be in your way and then like cause from my understanding, I wouldn't like, and for you to be standing right here though, how did you even let those people have a sale for sale sign in your land?
It was there. I wasn't worried about it because I had already cleared it with both courthouses.
I'm saying that would make really sense though, cause you wouldn't worry about it, you just take that out, cause that don't even matter. That should not be right there.
It didn't matter.
Cause you won't want nobody trying to buy nothing that's not for sale, right or wrong?
Right. And see, my thing is, whoever put the sign there is on them.
Right.
It's not on me.
Right. That's what I'm saying though. That's why I was saying though, we just got to proceed though, cause then in that case, then we can milk them out of some money. Then in that case, and that's how I look at it, cause I bought it from them. You said you ain't sold to them everyone they land, so we looking at some money. That's all I can see, cause this is business. This is business on. So my business gonna want money for this. Like my business gonna want money for selling me something, and then like my money, my business want money for this. Like
I got you.
I wasn't proceeding with no business for no reason. I was proceeding for it was a call for everything I moved, like everything I was doing. Like I had a reason for everything I did over here. Like it wasn't no like
Remember me asking you, did you even know what the property lines were?
yeah, the property line. Yeah, I remember the property line. Like it really it's sectioned off. You'll see the wooded area. You'll see it sectioned off. You see the wood it's sectioned off. Like it wasn't about the property line. See,
It is because if you're saying, listen to what I'm saying. If you're saying this is yours, and that means you're saying this is yours as well.
no. This property line is. Look, I'm gonna show you what the property
Well, I
line.
know where it is
That's what I'm
because
saying
my
though.
grandma owned this.
I'm saying though, but they got it sectioned off as they sold some. Like whoever, something went wrong somewhere. Cause look, I'm gonna see. You can say your grandma had it and all this though, but
She had all this.
I remember seeing somebody else had it land before.
Yeah, but them folks that you saw on this property were my sisters.
Right.
All right. I came into this deal because they neglected and they didn't pay all the taxes on the property. They
Right.
stopped paying. So when the court system contacted me, follow me closely. My sister's last name is not Melton. Bennett is their last names. So when I went to the courthouse and I pulled out my license, the woman immediately, at that point, pulled the records because I showed up as an heir because it's heir property.
Right.
And because they neglected,
I'm saying it was air property. That means it was just in the air, right?
no, when I say air property, that means it can't be sold unless all of us were in agreement.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
Okay, that means we finna get some money, then, cause y'all finna get together and y'all finna go. We finna all, cause I ain't gotta do nothing. But once y'all push the issue on the people that sold me this land, then the people who sold me the land gotta come holler at me. Cause I ain't gotta go holler at them. I ain't did nothing wrong for buying this land.
My thing was on that front, as far as the entity that sold it to you. Now, that's where I would concentrate and I would focus, because they made a sale. Follow me closely. Now, if I ask you, if you produce documentation, for instance, when you bought it, did they give you a receipt?
Yeah.
Okay, when they gave you a receipt, did they give you a title or did they give you a deed?
A deed, yeah, the deed is on the way. Yeah.
The deed is on its way.
Yes.
Now, do you know what type of deed it is?
Property deed for this property.
There are two types of deeds. That's why I'm asking you which one you got.
Well, we'll see when we get it. Like, we'll just look at it, then we'll know which one we got.
Okay. Well, see, that's why I was saying to you, rather than you and I discuss it, because these are legal terms.
Right. That's what I'm saying, though.
It's a legal action.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't got no worry, though. See, I'm the finest lawyer you can ever be, because I ain't under this law, this system right here of the United States. I'm not under their law, so it's gonna be a bitter win for me anyway, though, because I ain't got no fear for nothing whatsoever. So I ain't worried about nobody coming with no legal. Understand? They gonna get the law enforcement. I don't stand under their law, like all of that. So I ain't worried about nothing. The only thing I'm saying is I'm really just ready to proceed with the land, and I'm like I already have an understanding between, cause we be neighbors or whatever. Right. I already have an understanding between us if we're gonna be staying this close or whatever. Like
I agree.
Like
I agree. We shouldn't have any conflict.
Yeah, because it shouldn't have been a conflict, though, because ain't no way that you can let a fictitious entity outside of us bring problems among us, because this is two entities that we talking about.
Yeah.
Like, so ain't no sister. We know, like, all that we doing is doing our legal work, though. Like, see, like, I'm my own lawyer, though, so I ain't got to go get no paperwork. I ain't got to go get nothing. Like, I'm my own self, so I can stand up for myself and stand up for my business, though. Like, but I'm ready, though. Like, if you can get like the lawyer, because I really want to see what the business talking about, like what the people who sold the land, though. Cause
so
like,
you have not contacted them.
They haven't contacted me. See, that's the thing.
They haven't talked to you.
It ain't no thing. Like, they sold it to me, so I already hollered at them about what we doing. So either they supposed to come back and holler at me saying, hey, we trying to buy this back or something like that.
Well, see, that's the reason why I asked you, have you talked with them?
Nah, I ain't talked to him.
You asked me, have I talked to my lawyer?
Right. And
then already done that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I realized that I don't have to talk to nobody, because you are the one who are trying to step in and say this is your land. So I reason mode don't have to go, listen to me. Okay. What is it like I going to find somebody trying to get his land to you? No, I'm supposed to keep moving with my land, and if somebody come bring me some paperwork to saying, hey, we trying to pay this back, because this is not right. And I'm going to say, oh, well, I want this much for this. And come on with my money so you can get what you sold me, because I want interest. Like, this is the business you sold it to, though. If I spent $20,000, I might want $30,000 back in it, though. So it won't be nothing if I go pick $50,000 on my land right now until I want $75,000 back, because I'm just growing my money. Like, so I ain't gonna let nobody stop me, though, because if this is a business transaction, then why not run it up? Let me go spend 20 more thousand to this business so I get this money. I'm thinking of business while I see it, because I'm finna pop them. Like, if you saying that what they did is in the wrongful way, that's free money for us. Like, I know it's free money for me.
Okay, I'm about to say, because it's not free money for me.
It's free money for me, though, because I can put a price on it. If I want to say I want $100,000 for the land, it's mine, I can do that, because it's mine. Like,
see, here's where you're gonna run into problems with that. It goes by the neighborhood. What's the highest value home?
On the real estate, yeah.
On the strip, because if there's not a house on the strip worth $100,000, they're not gonna allow $100,000.
But they cannot force me to sell it, though.
Now that's something
they can't force me to sell it, though. That's the whole thing. That's the whole keep me saying $100,000, because I didn't want to sell it. So I'm saying a high price. So
that's why I was asking what type of deed. Because if it's a tax deed, please understand and know, that's because there was a delinquency in the taxes. And that you may have sold it to you for $1,200, $1,300. They may have sold it to you for the most $2,200, $2,300, because most of the homes on this strip ain't worth $90,000.
Yeah.
Not even worth that.
I understand what you're saying, though.
But here's the reason why I brought that up. If it's a tax deed, then once my lawyer filed the papers that he's getting ready to file, if it's a tax deed, it's not gonna stand.
Right. Well, then we'll see though, but how I'm looking at though, I'm just really like, I keep moving on the land though, cause they gotta pay me everything back. So ain't no sense me start spending no money to the land.
I understand.
Cause what I'm saying though, cause I'm gonna have somebody come through here, and I got some transactions through here though, and I was like you.
Well, now I can't allow that because that's what my lawyer says. Now, however, that's why I asked you, have you talked to them? Because my lawyer has already said he's
I'm saying
filed
you need
papers.
to get your lawyer.
Okay,
you
then
need.
I'll do that.
What I'm saying, you need to get your lawyer to talk to the business to get back with
But
me to get me to
see,
stop moving on my land.
I can't talk to them on your behalf.
Right, that's what I'm saying though.
All I can do is talk to my lawyer on my behalf.
Cause I turn my property to a private property, then it gonna be private property though. Like
Well,
ain't nobody gonna be able to tell me they ain't gonna be able to move out the way of the business. Because
It's private now.
like I can see it being private if they sold it to me though. Like that mean that you wouldn't be able to go on there because they sold it to me. Do you understand? They sold the land to me.
Okay, but see that goes my point about us allowing the lawyers to get involved.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, well the lawyer need to contact me because I'm my
Could
own
you
lawyer.
send me a unit to 177 Grove Street? We having the discussion, me and the young man, that the property that he said was sold to him, we're discussing it, but we all know we need some clarity. So can you send me a unit? My name is Charles Melton. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, but my thing is, a law enforcement, they only collect tax money. Once say you can call the law enforcement, like we don't owe them no money though, so they really ain't got no business coming here because we don't owe them no money.
But see, that's just it.
I'm saying
I'm
though,
still paying money.
I that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like they ain't finna help us in no form, no fashion. They probably could get a document that we were having this conversation or whatever. They might have a document that we having this conversation.
Well, see, that's kind of the part what we both need, someone to, record that we're discussing it, what we're
Right.
talking about.
Okay.
That way, so if it ends up in court, we both have documentation that it happened. And on this day and at this time, you and I are discussing it. So all we're asking them to do is record our conversation.
Right. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That way, to protect me and you both. So if whatever happened on the legal side of it,
Right.
let's say hypothetically maybe 2-3 months from now we end up in court. Let's say, okay, well, in that 2 or 3 months, we have documentation that you and I have already discussed it, and it is legal because it's a police officer standing in front of us that we are discussing this, and we've discussed it on July 1st, 2022, that we're discussing it. So that when and if the people that sold it to you, they'll see that you and I have already talked.
Right. Yeah. That's
see what
right
I'm
though.
saying? You see what I'm saying?
That's what we come to. You have a you want to talk to my entity about the buying this land. Right.
Yeah. Well, because that was the whole point of getting them to come, so that they can record you and I talking about it, so that when those folks contact you, they'll know, okay, well, we had the conversation, it's been recorded, the law enforcement was there, it was a civil adult conversation that happened. We didn't have any quarrels.
It wasn't no confrontation. It was just an agreement. We were just
because
trying to
listen to what I'm saying. That's how the law would have to write it, because although we're discussing it, they have to write it
out
using the language like that.
Yeah,
Because
legalize
if they
legalize
stand in
lease.
front of the judge. Again, he's gonna want to know, okay, what was the discussion about, or how were they when you pulled up? Like you and I civil. We're standing here talking like grown men.
Right.
All right. That is the whole point of it, so that, okay, they can record it, that we've already discussed this, and their only job when they come in is simply to record
Right.
what we discuss, and for them, on their part, you and I don't know what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm doing? Because again, when they come in, you explain to them just what you explained to me about your business. Your business bought this.
Right.
All right. You tell me exactly what you told me, that they told you that your deed is in the mail. It's coming. That you bought this property. You tell them exactly for word for what you just told me that what they're going to do. You don't leave out a dot. All right, none of that. Tell them all that. Let's get in the shade. I'm hot.
I love the sun. I really.
Okay, but my whole point to the conversation is, let's make sure it's recorded. Let's make sure that when and if we have to, man, these ants are eating me up. If we have to go stand in front of the judge, hopefully we don't have to. But if it goes to that point, we'll have both between us a discussion recorded by law enforcement that, okay, they've already talked about it, they've discussed it. Only reason you guys are here is so that, okay, it's a record. It's a record that
Okay.
it has been done.
That we talked, that you had discussed though. Really though, yeah, you had discussed. I'm speaking up for my entity. Yeah, you right.
Yeah. And that's what I want you to tell them. When they get it, you're representing and you're speaking on their behalf of the transaction that happened.
Right.
That's the whole thing. I like you, I don't want this to turn into anything else because we live right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like it just like a conversation though, cause we just trying to get an agreement though, cause like I understand though. You like you saying like if somebody told you this was your land, then somebody sold me the land though. So you gotta look at it like you think I'm gonna walk away from the land I bought, or
No,
you think you gonna
expect
walk
that.
away from the land that they said was yours.
Now I'm gonna grab a piece of paper, and I want you to tell me what you see. Meryl, bring me the deed and the document that's on this list. The other deed. Yep. Now here's the documentation part of what my lawyer has already submitted. This deals with the taxes on the property. This one deals with, as you can see,
What this for?
this is a deed. This is part of a deed. This is not all of the deed.
Okay.
Because now law enforcement has already viewed it. When I told you it was heir property, these are all the people that are heir to this property. All right? Because it's an heir property, they had to legally sign that. This, as you can see, is
What we really trying to figure out is who did the really wrong in the in this
Who was in
land.
the wrong?
Cause somebody swindling it, I get paid. I know for a fact I get paid.
You're gonna
I know I
get your money.
That's why I know I get paid for a fact. If
Yeah,
they swindle anybody out of anything,
Yeah,
like
you're gonna get your money.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what we basically trying to get. Like,
Right, because what you
cause
saying.
if they saying I can't, if they saying that this is your land, then that mean I got
Yeah, you have the right to get your money.
yeah, and plus I supposed to get my money plus whatever
Because now again, the people you put your money in, you know the hands you put your money in.
yeah.
Them same ones are gonna have to be the one put their money back in your hand because they took it from you. But then you again under what pretense?
So I'm saying though, so they could have either took my money or they could have either took your land. It could be either or, right?
Well, here's the thing. That's why I said to you, if it's a tax deed, and that means that it's a delinquency on the tax, and they sold it for, get this, the delinquency, whatever the balance was on the delinquency,
Okay.
and whatever that balance
Okay, so
was,
so somebody pay that balance.
they
just,
get the deed.
Okay, they get the deed. Okay.
They get what they call as a tax deed.
Okay, they get the tax deed then. So what they own the tax deed or what?
Now, with the tax deed, here's how that works.
Okay.
With a tax deed, all that means is an heir, me, walk in to the city and the county. Once I pay what was in delinquents, that means I recoup or reclaim what was sold off. But the people that you put the money in their hands, legally they can give you a deed. They can legally give you a tax deed on the property. However, if you stood in front of the court, the judge is going to say to you, okay, because it's a tax deed, you paid what was delinquent on the property.
Right.
And
Well,
they gave you the deed to it.
Right.
So if you wanted that money back, and what the judge is going to say, whatever that amount was that you paid, the judge is going to say, well, okay, you got to pay him that amount he paid for the property. Why? Because I cleared and that's why I was showing you the tax portion of it. I cleared that. I'm sorry. That's it right here. I cleared that. I paid that. Paid the taxes, and is already current, up to date. And what they're going to say to you is, okay, since you paid the delinquent balance on this property, they're going to say, well, it now you're going to have to get that same amount of money back that you paid for the delinquency on the property. Now here is the deed that that I paid to have a lawyer drew it up. This is that deed. And now what I wanted to do was get to, okay. I didn't read it.
Hello, how are y'all?
Well, hi there.
So what can
Notice
I do
what
for
notice what it says about how the dimensions of the property. Lot
Okay.
number 7, block 32, 3 of what's, you see what they're saying is 48 foot plus 300 plus 300 more.
Right.
What they're saying is essentially, because this is the actual deed, that this property from there all the way to the other side of that lot belongs to me.
So basically, you need to better get your lawyer to tell them folks that they don't own the land that they trying to sell me, right?
Now that part, I'm asking you to step in.
Okay, so what's going on?
Well, I'll let you tell your
Okay,
side first.
My business purchased this land, and I was actively coming on this land, and he came and asked me about why something coming on the land. He owned this land, so we have a problem with the people who sold this land to me, and sold his land though, cause we trying to come to the bottom of who this land is really.
Okay, you'll have to go up to Chancery Court as far as to get them to come out here to survey the land and find out what part's his and what part's not his. Once you figure that out, if they falsely sold you a parcel of land, then you can come up to, I mean, you have a bill of sale and everything?
Yes,
You'll need to come up to the police department. How much did you pay for
2,500.
$2,500 for, how big is the parcel supposed to be?
The land, I guess, the land from here to back there.
Now, this is what Benny Jones told me to give to the police department when I went. He's the lawyer that handled my deeds. And he said, well, take this, give it to the police department, give it to the officers, so that they can go back into their records, have dispatch to pull up. The last sergeant, I forget his name, that came out, he took his phone out, pulled up the GPS locator that found the property, and also shows the whole lot, both lots belonging to me. Now that's what Benny Jones told me to submit to give to the police department.
I mean, this is strictly, well, in your case, it would be a civil matter. In his case, if they falsely sold him the land, that's a criminal matter. And to be perfectly honest with you, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'm not going to sit here and lie, because what, and you got those are the deeds?
These are the deeds.
Let me see those. All right. Yeah, because those are, I have no idea what I'm looking at right there, but these will have the addresses on it.
Now there's a lot attached to those. So.
So you inherited
Yes, ma'am.
the land
Yes, ma'am.
and the house?
Yes.
Okay. So,
That's why I was saying to him, this is heir property.
right. Who exactly sold you the property?
I got the name on the paperwork over there. I go
Can you
get the
go grab it?
paperwork. Yeah.
Thank you. So you're the farming company, correct?
Nah, the farming company one sold the land.
Hmm?
The farming company sold the land.
R&B Farms.
Yes.
Now, did you actually talk to anybody specifically?
I talked to a lady on the first payment. I haven't talked to nobody since then though.
But you didn't talk to Ryan Kennedy?
Kennedy, I can't say what her name was. Like she, I
But
can't.
that would be a man's name.
Yeah, I spoke to a she. I spoke to a lady. She just said she was working with the farm.
Hmm. And the address on this one, this
If
part.
you want to check it again.
So where you stay?
That stayed down the street.
What was the call about?
You
I know
know,
I
the
can't
first
see
time
him.
he came, okay, he didn't come anymore, so I didn't see him. So I didn't call again. However, this time he was a gentleman, knocked on the door, and we got a chance to talk. At this point, just like I shared with you guys, and he was able to pull up on the
See that paperwork
GPS,
up there?
Uh huh.
you know, that the property's showing up under my name.
Mhm.
Same discussion we had before about, you know, whose property it is. That's where we are once again.
Who you say you bought it from?
The farming name of the farming place on the paper with R&B Farms,
Yeah.
What she charge?
2,500.
Only thing I can say
So-
about that.
Did she come out? Did she come out here?
No, I seen the sign in the yard right there. I got the sign. I called the number, and what it was, she got my information. She sent me the paperwork, and I made the payment, and then started paying her and all that.
That's his paperwork.
But she said you said holler at the counseling court the see
Yeah,
the
you have to go to, in order,
No fine, good. Why she got them? Let me make sure I'm lying. Okay. The seller. I need to get these folks a call to see what's going on. We need paper and gonna get it.
That's why I was saying that we need to get those people, because like he talking to me, I'm all enough for my entity. The entity bought this land. This is a business. That's why I told me really business oriented, that they need to be stepping in. He said he got a lawyer, and the people who own that business need to be contacting me about the price of repaying me or whatever though they sold the land though, because we trying to get to the bottom of owning this land really.
Okay, this gonna be the thing that I know. House of Howard gonna be say the same thing. With this is being said, I was thinking about it, and it's if we allow ourselves to get in depth with this, we can find ourselves in a lawsuit as well. The thing about it is, since it's your land, that number, you got that number.
well,
That's why I told me you had to call them people.
here's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to go down to Chancery Court, speak with Miss Amy Berry, okay? She'll be able to clear up the whole confusion about 199 Grove Street, okay?
Now it ain't about 199 Grove Street, it's about this land.
77.
This 197 right here is.
This one,
Well, this says 199 Grove Street.
That's where they sent it to. This me. They sent it to me.
So, do you live at 199
Yes.
Grove Street? Okay. So, what you need to do is you need to go up and talk to y'all both need to go up and talk to Miss Berry, okay? Miss Amy Berry at Chancery Court about this section of property, so you can find out the legal ownership. Once that is I realize you got paperwork. Once that is done, like I said, this is officially a civil case right now. Once you find out if he legally owns it, I'm just saying if as a precursor. If you find out that he legally owns it, then it turns into a criminal case because they fraudulently sold you property that they did not own.
Okay.
Once that happens, if that happens, you'll come up to the police department and then it becomes a criminal thing, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So we need to holler at the
Miss Amy.
Miss Amy.
Yes,
Okay.
Miss Amy Berry up at Chancery Court.
Okay.
Okay?
Miss Amy.
Yes. Once you do that, if you found out that they fraudulently sold you the property, which I have a feeling that it's going to turn out to be that way, you come up to the police department, ask for Corporal Howard. I will come up there since I already know what's going on. We'll file the report, okay?
All right.
You plan on building, man?
A garden and studio. Just finna have like a garden studio. Probably build a house. We don't.
Yeah, you ain't got no driveway though.
Alright, ain't nothing you can't make though. You can make anything with the mind.
Yeah,
So,
just-
you want to go up there?
Yeah, we can go up there now. We can go up there now.
Let's go ahead on up there.
all right.
Yeah, put your
Bring my
shoes on.
slippers?